2018 Mustang GT, everyone was worried that the direct injection was going to prevent it from doing well with forced induction applications such as twin turbocharging and supercharging. Well, Hellion Turbo has already got one of their twin turbo setups on the new Coyote. So if you guys don't already know, for 2018, the Coyote has undergone basically a full update. Everything aside from, I don't know what they left off. I think the block, even everything's different. I think there's one piece like the crank or the block that's the same, but basically everything on the engine is different. It's got direct injection and port injection, and it's making about 460 horsepower. The previous gen made 435. It's going to be more torquey, and they're using a different computer for the engine. So everyone was concerned that it's not going to be tunable. It's going to be tough to work on and tune and upgrade with supercharging. So it looks like Hellion's already built a kit and put it on this engine. Now, I'm not sure that they had to do a lot different from the previous, since everything is somewhat located in the same areas, such as like the throttle body and the, to set up for the headers and for the placement of the turbochargers, because it's probably almost the same, but I'm sure there's a lot of things that are a lot different because of the fuel pump, which if it's like a BMW or it's up top for the direct injection. So let's take a look. So they're going to be at the Ford booth at the 2017 SEMA, which I guess that's in, I'm not sure where that's located. Maybe it's in Vegas. But they've got the first one that has got that's got a supercharger or a turbocharger. So they've got their own twin turbo kit. So check it out, guys. It looks like, there's a lot of talk about, the new Mustang's going to suck because people aren't going to be able to tune these engines, and it's going to happen because these guys have already got their hands on the cars. They're already making body kits. They're already making forced induction. They're already messing with these things. And Ford, I'm assuming Ford they're giving these out to people so that they can learn the engines. They can start producing parts for them. So, okay, so Ford, probably the guys at Ford are thinking this will help sales if people can see the car, and because everyone knows that Coyotes make a ton of power with forced induction. It seems like they make a significant more amount of power than the LS power, like the Corvette and the Camaro. When you add a Pro Charger, the Mustang makes more power typically. So I believe that's because the design of the head, the dual overhead cam, it just flows. The head flows a lot better than the LS, even though it has more displacement. The LS has more displacement. The Coyote engine flows a lot better. So when you add forced induction, it just makes a crazy amount of power. So if Ford thinks if they can go ahead and get these engines in these cars that are not even released yet into aftermarket people's hands, and they can show examples of, you're going to be able to turbocharge these, people are going to buy this opposed to Camaro. I know it's a small portion, maybe 1% or less, probably less than 1% of the people of the total Ford Mustang sales, but nonetheless, that's a big customer base, a loyal customer base. So I'm glad that they're doing this. Go check it out at the 17 SEMA show. And are you planning on getting a 28 Mustang? If so, are you going to do any modifications? And if you could, would you do a twin turbo setup, or would you do a TVS blower like the Roush, or would you go with like a Whipple, or would you go with something like a Pro Charger? Let me know in the comments. Pretty cool. Also, what do you guys think about this Spaceship Galactica type futuristic engine lid cover? We're gonna have to do something about that, I think. I'm not digging that so much. I kind of like that. That looks cool. A little throwback kind of design. Kind of a retro print there on the lettering, but this kind of stuff is a little too much. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to match the hood vents and the headlight angles, but these kind of it doesn't match too well. Anyways, it should be pretty awesome. What is this? What is this going on here? Does anybody know? This looks like composite firewall looking thing. Anyways, I'm sure it's not. Let me know